the outbreak of the severe acute respiratory syndrome, that SARS coronavirus, the use of face masks has become necessary, with many countries around the world stockpiling this particular product. Now, this in addition to non-pharmaceutical intervention to reduce the spread of community transmission of the novel coronavirus ravaging the world. Now, according to the World Health Organization, WHO, the standard use of face masks provides physical barrier to fluids and large particle droplets. Is that coming home now? However, with different variety of masks in circulation, surgical masks is the most commonly used to prevent the transmission of infections through the respiratory tract. Now, we've seen several. Yours sincerely is having her own in our pockets. So as soon as I get out of the studio, definitely I will have to wear it. But then, health professionals are also of the view that people should wear masks not only when there is a pandemic, but also while taking care of a sick person, visiting clinics, as well as other peak of diseases or season for influenza. Now, that is compulsory. That it is compulsory to actually wear it this time around with coronavirus, and we could see the deluge of masks in circulation. How do you make use of that mask? What are the do's and the don'ts when it comes to face masks? All this and more we'll be finding out as we try to look into this aspect in the face of COVID-19. Welcome to the program. My name is Blessing Nabu. Yes, with me in the studio, I'd like to welcome Helen Ojamiren. She is a Deputy Director, Nursing, FCT Public Health Department. Welcome to the program, madam.
Thank you.
Yes, first things first, from the surgical, for you health practitioners, you have the opinion that this is most necessary this period. And we need to find out why. Yes, everyone could just have worn anything to just prevent themselves. Why is the mask most important this period?
What is the mask? The face mask is a device. We protect that as a barrier. Protect your face, protect your nose, your mouth from this disease. Face mask itself alone cannot prevent COVID-19. Use it with other measures. Physical distancing, hand washing, using of hand sanitizer. If you don't have water, you don't have water, you don't have soap to wash, use alcohol-based sanitizer. You have your respiratory etiquette. These are the measures you use together with face mask. The face mask, I said that is a device. It not only protects yourself. If you are wearing a face mask, you are telling yourself that you are a good citizen. You are ready to protect the next person. What does the face mask do? Face mask protects particles, the virus itself, from passing through the mask. When you sneeze, it's inside the mask. When you cough, it's inside the mask. When you try to pick your nose, you cannot easily access the nose. Neither can you easily access the mouth. So it protects you from all these microorganisms. There's a study recently carried out on patients with respiratory flu, coronavirus, respiratory disease, coughing, and they were using face masks, and it minimized the spread. Now that we are going out to say there is lockdown before, we are using the lockdown. Look at what happened today in the banks. So many people in the bank, no respect for social distances, majority of them no longer are not putting on masks. They will come down with coronavirus because it's man-to-man transmission. Man-to-man transmission.
That's a serious. Now, to use the mask, actually, now that you've attempted to define what the mask is all about, we've seen from different fabrics to different sizes. We've seen the bandanas, we've seen the handkerchiefs, we've seen. In fact, one of the pictures over the weekend going around the social media, we had this full mask like a monkey. Somebody actually wore that, and yes, we're having a good fun about that. But what exactly are the rituals involved and the type of mask to be used?
There are procedures to use before you wear your face mask. There are different types of face masks, like I said. We have the medical face mask, we have the N95, you have the cotton-made face mask. So let me just appreciate those making the face mask. That shows that we have community participation in trying to fight this COVID-19 virus. And that is the thing that can help. A single individual cannot fight the virus. But by the time we come together, you put on your mask, you have your regular hand washing, you have your respiratory etiquette, you have your social distancing, at least we reduce these microorganisms, this virus, whatever COVID-19 or no COVID-19, with 95% achievement.
Go on.
I have some face masks here. But before I touch the face mask, I will first of all, before you use your face mask, you sanitize or you wash your hand. You wash your hand, you sanitize between the fingers, the palm, the wrist.
Okay.
This is how you sanitize your hand. Before you finish this procedure, your hand is dry. See, my hand is dry now. Then I go to the face mask. Why is the face mask inside this container?
Why?
Why? So that it can be clean. Your face mask cannot, you don't have to throw your face mask that you have not used. Sterile clean face mask all over the place. Since it's inside this container, it's clean. Then I will open. When I open it.
So must be in a book or anywhere that
it can be in a file.
Okay.
Anything that is clean. That flies will not page, to not be contaminated. Then this is the face mask. There are two parts.
Good.
This is the yellow part. This is the light part. What I'm wearing now is homemade face mask.
Okay, that's homemade. It looks more like a surgical.
This is the surgical mask.
Okay.
This homemade face mask you can easily make with at least 1 yard of cloth. You make it. So far the filtration rate is perfect. Microorganisms will not pass through it.
Okay.
The virus will not pass through. How do you now wear your face mask? I've already washed my hand. I've sanitized my hand. My hand is clean. I wore the face mask like this. At the back.
Okay, one quick question too, because now I deliberately waited to see what you're going to do with that. Now the darker part we're told is one way for something, and the lighter part is supposed to face. So which is which?
The darker part will be out. You see like this?
Out or in?
It will be out.
Okay.
There's an eye on there.
Okay.
You make sure that you take it, breathe your nose, you cover your nose like this. I'm not touching the front. Come to my ear. You understand? Then I wear it through the ear like this. Then I bring it down like this.
Okay, you actually put in the other one.
Down.
Okay. All right.
My nose is covered. My mouth is covered. My chin is covered.
Okay.
You ensure that the face mask is properly worn, so that there will not be air space. Air. If air is going in regularly, the microorganism can also go in. The virus can go in
they just
and get it contaminated.
Okay.
Then you make sure that after putting on the face mask, you don't touch the front of the face mask. And if you do, because there's no how you're going to touch your face, maybe you are sweating, you just sanitize your hand again.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Because then if you are to remove it, what are the procedures? You remove from the back.
Okay.
As I'm removing this one now, from the back.
And the other one is coming off?
I'm removing on the back. I did not touch the front. In case I want to reuse this face mask, this face mask is not dirty, because I'm supposed to dispose on a daily basis. Maybe I finish a procedure, I want to eat. You are not supposed to eat with the face mask. You are not eating with the face mask. You have to remove it to eat. If I want to eat, I'll bring the face mask like this together. Make sure I'm not touching it edge to edge. Then I bring it where I'm supposed to keep it. Gently, I keep it there. Then I wash my hands again. Then I go to my food.
Okay, because we get to see some people in the process, well, they might not be health practitioners who are on a particular procedure or not. We'll get to see people, maybe after a while, they want to talk like maybe on engagement like this. They push it down or hang it somewhere different, and all those. And
there
we'll get to see.
Another way of wearing this face mask. Your face mask should cover your nose, your mouth, and your chin. It's not supposed to be to cover your neck, only your chin. You are talking, you are going to get yourself infected. Because at the stage where we are now, people have, if you are going to go into the headspace, you must put on your face mask to protect yourself. We in the hospital, we are used to wearing face masks because we use it to protect ourselves from hospital-acquired infection. Let's leave the issue of surgical face mask N95 to the medical people. Like what I'm wearing, as I said, is homemade face mask. You must make sure that the filtration rate of the homemade face mask is very effective.
Which brings the next question. Just like you have this homemade, there are several fabrics and materials from which people make this mask now. And I know that some that could be thicker or some actually very light. What is this right specification for you to have perfect protection you're making of your face mask?
The perfect face mask, you use cotton. We advise use 100% cotton, because after you, there's a method I want to make, there's no time. After you prepare the face mask, there is something that I put between it.
Okay.
To make sure that the particles of the virus do not get into the face mask. The face mask is a barrier protecting you, using complement with other protective measures in this COVID-19. But if you want to know whether your face mask is effective, it's good. The filtration rate is very high. What is filtration? When you are talking now, you are breathing in air, I'm inhaling, exhaling air. And this air could contain, normally, no matter how the air is, the way God made the body, we have what we call pathogens. We have what we call normal floras. When they are in a normal position, they don't cause any infection. But immediately it gets out of that nostrils and come to the eye, they become pathogenic. Okay,
let's get to the place of the ear and eye, because all we'll be saying is face mask, but most of the time we see that it's just the nose and the mouth that we get to cover. What happens to the eyes and the ears? The scan gets into there.
Okay. Like for COVID-19, this COVID-19 virus. They say the virus does not have leg. The virus naturally, they are prepared in the laboratory, they don't have leg, they cannot move. But they move through human being. They move through the host. You understand? They move to woman contamination. Are you getting it? So how do you get, what are the pattern? The pathophysiology, where are the pattern of this virus entering into our body? One is through our hand.
Through the hands?
Through the hand. Some people have the habit of every time, either they are plucking their nose, they are plucking their teeth, they are turning their ears, or they are itching their eyes. So this mask, it is one of the personal protective devices that we use. And this mask can be used by everybody. And since this mask can be used by everybody, the woman in the village can use it, small baby can use it, adult can use it. So since you can use it, let us use it. Let us use it. And when you are using it, you will not get contaminated. You will not get infected by these microorganisms, by the COVID-19 virus that will come into you. Because if you are not touching your eyes, you are not touching your nose, you are washing your hands regularly, you follow meticulous hand hygiene. Meticulous hand hygiene. They also use etiquette, respiratory etiquette. You cough into your elbow, you make sure you don't sneeze anyhow, you take a lot of warm water, you make it not to sneeze anyhow. By the time you do such things, you are reducing the spread, the chain, the mode of movement of this microorganism to 99%.
All right, Dr. Ariel Ojemirin, when we get back from this break,
I'm not a doctor, I'm a nurse.
Okay, so Ojemirin, our nurse. Let's go on a break now. When we get back, definitely we'll find out proper disposal for this mask, because from the surgical to even the other usage that we have, how do we get them treated for reuse, for those that will be reused, and for others that we don't know about? We'll want to start from your wealth of experience. We'll be right back after this break. You're watching Nigeria Today, and our outlook is on COVID-19 and the use of face masks. We'll be right back.
COVID-19 transmission is mostly through droplets from sneezing and saliva. The most effective way to protect yourself from the virus is to practice good personal hygiene. Wash hands with soap under running water, or use an alcohol-based sanitizer if water is not available. Maintain at least 2 meters distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. Cover your mouth and nose with your elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of the used tissue immediately. If you have traveled recently to a country with COVID-19 outbreak in the last 14 days and you have a fever, cough, or breathing difficulty, call NCDC toll-free numbers before going to the hospital. This message is from the National Orientation Agency.
You're watching Nigeria Today, and our focus is on the COVID-19 and the use of the face mask. And my guest is still seated, and let's share some other things that are of great concern for those of them in the health sector as well. The overuse or the prolonged use of the face mask is another area. People want to wear them from as soon as they wake up till they go to bed again. How healthy is that?
It's not so. You're not supposed to wear the mask 24 hours. You can never wear 24 hours anyway. When you are having a bath, can you put on face mask? You use the face mask when you are coming out, when you are going into the headspace. You use the N95 when you are going to highly infectious place. That's why I found out those working in the infectious control, they are using the N95 mask because it's for highly infectious places. Then this medical surgical mask I'm wearing, the other one I showed you the other time, is for the people working in the hospital.
That's in the regular hospital
because
space.
If all of us start wearing this surgical face mask, the N95, we can afford it to buy it. Everybody's wearing the regular face mask. A time will come whether the frontline workers will not have anything to protect themselves, and our patient will be dying because you don't want to go without PPE. Are you getting it? So you're not supposed to put on this face mask 24 hours a day.
So what does it do? Because for at least from observation and some other talks out there, we're told it gives a kind of I don't know what it's supposed to be doing, but people get easily tired, fatigue under it, and they start passing out. How true is that?
It's you are going to make up your mind. Like what I'm wearing now, I've not been using. This is the first time I'm wearing it because I've been using the medical face mask.
So
when I wore it initially, as I put it on, I was not comfortable.
Okay.
But as time goes, my daughter said, "Wear it. You'll be comfortable. I use it too." So as I use it, I know that they are going to use it. They are going to the supermarket to buy things. So I have to use it to see how it's going to be. Normally, it's not a comfortable task wearing a face mask. But it's better for you to put on a face mask than to be COVID-19 positive. You choose between the two devils. Are you going to put on the face mask, or you want to be positive for COVID-19? So how do you now protect yourself? How do you now use this face mask? If you are using the type I'm using now, the homemade face mask,
which is a cotton material you've advised.
Yes, the one with high filtration rate. What I'm wearing now, when we formally produce it, we put it in front of a light and we start to blow. The light will never go off.
Okay, so those are the easy tests.
That is the test you can easily do. You get a small light in front of you, you just put your hand in front of and start to blow. If the hair is touching your hand very severely, you know that this one is not a good face mask.
Okay.
The particles or the micro or the virus can still pass through.
Okay.
Then when you are wearing, make sure your face is completely covered. And you are not going to be touching the face mask, you contaminate the face mask. If you are going to remove from your ear, from the back, from the earlobe, then you put it in the trash.
Okay.
Then you come back again, you wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Remember, personal etiquette, meticulous.
Okay. So like the one you showed just now, the surgical mask you showed.
It's a single use.
It's a single use.
Perhaps
just for the whole day.
You can use it for the whole day. But you see the way I remove it now.
Discard.
That's why I have to demonstrate how I have to if you remove it.
Okay.
If it's not so. But if it is so, you discard and take another one.
Okay. For those who are now using the cotton one, like the one you have on, and for those made from Ankara and some other materials, how do you care for them, and how long can you use it?
One per day. Yes. We advise people to make at least two. One person should have a pair. You understand? After the one you use today now, tomorrow morning you wash it with hot water. After washing it, you press it, then you use. Then
as in make use of the pressing iron now too.
Yes, when you wash with hot water, then you can spread it. Then you now press it with iron.
Okay.
Why the second one are going to, you can have, if you have two, one on Monday, one on Tuesday.
Who knows? You could do 7, 1 per day for the week.
Because some people too, they make it to fashion. Do you know that this face mask is very important? It has brought a lot of money to some people. It makes our own idea. Because everything that happened, God said that everything happened for its own good and purpose.
That's right.
And anything that is happening, somebody will look at it and sit down and take advantage of this situation. And I know COVID-19 will surely leave Nigeria by the grace of God.
That's what said.
We surely leave. When what we need to do, I say personal distancing. Let everybody ready to fight the COVID-19. You may not be in the COVID-19 team, but that will not stop you from praying at home.
And okay, definitely. Okay, let's round up the program. Show some other details that you have already given us, like actual things to do, the proper way of wearing, how to remove, and the constant touching that you talked about. We keep seeing people doing that. Maybe you might need to re-emphasize that.
I just want to inform our community, our people, to stop touching the face mask. Make sure you wear it. As you wear it properly. Your nose should be covered. Your mouth should be covered. Your chin to be covered. Your face should be covered, except your eye. To protect your eye, you use dark shade. If you know that you are the person that you always itch your eye, use dark shade all the time, so that you can protect your hand from touching your eye directly. And do not contaminate the face mask. Once you remove your face mask, you dispose it properly. Wash your hand, or you use alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Face mask alone cannot protect you from having COVID-19.
But then the percentage to which the one who is wearing face mask versus the one who is not wearing, what?
It's very high. Because I saw that a study that was done recently. Those people wearing face masks, they were not getting this infection. Even if they meet people with COVID-19, they were not inhaling it. The virus cannot just pass through your stomach or pass through your leg. It must pass through that pattern, through your nose, through your mouth, through your hand, touching your eyes.
Okay, I asked a question earlier, which is about the eyes. Your eyes are protected now because I know you wear glasses. For those who don't wear, it's just going to be the nose and the mouth covered. What happens to the eyes? Because we're told.
Put on dark shade. I can put on dark shade. The dark shade prevents the high ultraviolet rays.
That's if you're going out in the sun.
You're going out in the sun.
If you're not going out in the sun, if you're in the office.
Then you have a personal etiquette. Not touching your hair all the time. Personal distancing.
Can it go through the ears? Can the virus pass through the ears? Or is not established?
That's not been established.
Okay.
That's not been scientifically proven.
Okay. All right. Let's get already talked about handling, and washing, and all of that too for younger children. Because I know most of I've seen parents go out there maybe with younger children, but then the children are not protected. So how do we help the younger folks?
The younger children should put on face masks.
Even babies as under 2 years.
They should stay at home. What are they doing outside?
Their parents brought them.
They should stay at home. They should stay at home. Let babies, at this time, the relaxing of the lockdown does not mean that the fight of COVID-19 is over now. So you should stay at home. Parents could come out, do a few things, and get back. But they should, like what the president says, is very right. Level 14 and above should go to work. The rest should stay back, except your COVID-19 team.
On essential service.
On essential service.
Helen Ojamire, Deputy Director Nursing, FCT Public Health Department. Thank you very much for coming on the program, and we appreciate your insight on the use of the face mask as well as some other advisory on COVID-19 management and prevention. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Like I said, I actually kept mine, so perhaps just before we go, you could actually do that too. And that will be it on the program today. Actually sounding muffled, so let me talk the way that I will. It's actually very convenient this way. Thank you for your time too. We'll get to see you on the next edition of the program, and that's Nigeria Today. My name is Blessing Abu. You can watch this edition or any other edition online at www.news24.org, and that will be it for the day.